All right, listen, let's kick off here. Start with this first semi-final match, Costa Rica versus USA. Two rival teams here. Last time they played World Cup qualifiers, obviously Costa Rica beat USA 4-0. I watched the match here in Costa Rica, and it was a slaughter, to be honest with you. Now USA hosts Costa Rica. Are they looking for blood is the question here. USA 2, draw 3.2, and Costa Rica 4. I have to say one thing with Costa Rica, they've not been high scoring. I think they've managed a goal a match, but then obviously the last match, Panama, that was an own goal. And then obviously when they played French Guiana, I think it was 3-0, but that was French Guiana, you know. So I don't know, is this a different Costa Rica, definitely that we saw in the World Cup qualifiers? I'm liking the USA win, I have to say. Start us off there, Rodolfo.
Well, Costa Rica, you know, the dark horse here for Alex, right? They have been getting the job done. I still don't think they're gonna win. I still think the US is gonna take this cup, but I think this is gonna be again a really close match. Like this, like a final, just like the US. So, of course, I don't think either is much. I do think that both teams are going to score in this game, though.
There's a lot to chew
and
on.
hopefully someone is going to find a net on the 90 minutes. And I think it's probably going to be U.S. If not, it may go to overtime. We have not seen overtime in this tournament just yet, right?
Mm. So, no, I know. And we were thinking it would, didn't we, on with Jamaica, Canada. But obviously, Canada, you know, Jamaica managed to...
Canada so many times. You know, so but anyways, I'm in this one. I'm gonna go for both teams to score. I think Costa Rica has what it takes to score, and the U.S. Of course, they do have what it takes to score, but they can also allow a goal.
Yeah, I don't know. USA, in my opinion, have been strengthening as the tournament has gone on. Last two matches have been 1-0. Nicaragua, El Salvador. A little bit worried about that. Both teams to score bet. Anybody else taking a both teams to score bet or thinking that Costa Rica will score?
Yeah, I think that Costa Rica will score. Costa Rica are the best have the best defense till now in the tournament. I think that. They are able to find the back of the net. US Team USA, yeah. I think that after the group stage with the 4 players that they called, with Dempsey, with Altindor, with Bradley and Howard, I think that they are better right now. But they struggled with El Salvador 2-0. That result is not how the match was. So I think that El Salvador created a lot of opportunities, and they could find the back of the net, but they didn't. They should. Now I think that it's an important match for both teams. USA will want to revenge the result from the World Cup qualifiers. They are playing on their turf. They are the better team from my point of view, if you ask me right now. But Costa Rica are going to play their chance. So I'm going with both teams to score at 1.75. And I have also another bet, USA to qualify at 1.6.
Nice. Yeah, okay. If you had to predict the correct score, Alex, in the 90 minutes, what are you looking at? A sort of a 1-1, 2-1?
Yeah, 1-1, 2-1, exactly there. 1-1, 2-1. 1-1, I think that is around 3.7, 3.8, and 2-1, I think it's around 5.
Okay. And Martin, obviously, heavy pockets over there with all his profits. What are you going for?
I'm also going for, my bet is USA to qualify in this one. I think they will get through to the final. I think they'll get the job done. Once again, I'm not sure if they can do it in 90 minutes because I believe this is a very, very stubborn Costa Rica defence, which they will find hard to break down. But I do think overall USA has superior quality and they've strengthened as the tournament has gone on rather than Costa Rica are just sort of ticking along. But I think this might be their limit. USA, I think, are the better team, and I think they will go through. I was just amazed by that USA game. Did you watch the game? I mean, it was like 50 Shades of Grey. The El Salvadorans were biting them and twisting their nipples. It was getting a bit freaky out there. So one of the defenders said his girlfriend was mad at him because she's the only one that's allowed to bite him and grab his nipples.
Yeah,
it was really, really bizarre.
That was Josie Altindor.
Yeah, that's the sort of level we're looking at here. So I think they've got through that very, very interesting test, and they're going to be really fired up for this Costa Rica game. So I think they'll make it through to the final. 1.6, yeah, sort of 1.6, 1.62, somewhere around that mark I got earlier.
All right.
I think that we should take a look at the odds once again. You remember when we talked about Mexico to win the previous time in the quarterfinal, the odds started to go. So I think that we arrived at 1.7. So I think that also now the odds for USA to qualify might be bigger with the match approaching.